Attempt number 2. Now that we've grinded and now that we are the right level, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic this time. If this is actually the final boss of this, it'd be a bit disappointing that it just uses Cacoletta's final boss theme instead of having like a unique final boss theme. Like this has a unique battle theme and a unique boss theme, but not a unique final boss theme, which implies to me that there's probably another level after this, most likely. Oh my goodness, the game feels so slow now. Now that I went back to regular speed from like, you know, like anywhere from 200 to 400% speed, depending on what it was handling at the time. Oh my good gracious. Did I screw up a little bit hard there? It's fine, I'm sure. But yeah, just jealous, Paul, but I live on the sparkling side. Now come to the sparkling side. But on campus, that'd be too dangerous for your bank account. Yeah, I go past it like every day. The freaking university that I go to, it has this really interesting mall that's just like a bunch of food places and a bunch of services and whatnot. And it's a good way to get from point A to point B on campus if you don't want to go outside, which is really important during the heavy winters. But this mall is literally just like a super long hallway that goes on like really far. It has, you know, facilities on either side. So, you know, there's like a walking lane for walking, you know, one way, a walking lane for the other way. Some tables like right in the middle, and then just like a bunch of food places and like random facilities on the side. And it's interesting, that's what's on the bottom floor, but there's like 4 floors, and the, you know, floors 2 to 4 are all just student housing. And the student housing has like these windows overlooking this long mall. I don't know if I'd ever be able to live in a place like that. It'd be kind of interesting for the novelty, but like, you know, but not really much past that. I wouldn't think there. But yeah, so that's an interesting thing. So for a lot of my classes that are on the other side of campus, I need to go through this super long hallway mall thingamabob. And so I go past it like every day, and you know, a bazillion other food places. So it's funny, on this hiking trip there, other university students, we were talking about like, oh, what are the best places in there anyway? Now I'm having the seriousness. Oh, let me spear it up. It's fine though, right? It's probably a-okay. Yeah, look at this. We're freaking shrekking them this time. Destroying the finkrats of my current fury havings. It's fine, unless that random Goomba just like somehow kills me. That's so cool. If I ever manage to drag you to a freaking Fragapalooza, gosh dang it. For whatever reason, I keep thinking that's my special one. That's just his counter thingamabob. If the day ever comes I drag you to a Fragapalooza event, Carvia, I just gotta take like a day to also show you campus. Will be the plan. If that day ever comes. Take the turnip to your silly face, Fawful. We're probably gonna have to face Fawful again in like a future wave here, right? Most likely. That's most likely what's going on here. Don't understand this gameplay? Dude, just watch and hope that you win. And if there's a special that you do, you press A to like do it well. Like you can see my controller inputs on screen down there. Oh, I'll deny this. Oh, I mistimed it. I'm dumb. You can use your captain points on the bottom screen for things like deny, rally, parry, call for backup, and whatnot. Every wave you get 3 of your captain points back. New York Fries isn't a half bad place, and oh, but yeah. It's the context of New York Fries there is, I think there was a time that Carvey asked me, where can I get the best poutine? Like, where's the best fries place? I'm like, I don't know. I don't go to a whole lot of fries places. We have like a few New York Fries things around. One of which is in that super long hallway that I was mentioning before. I'm gonna lose here, aren't I? Because I don't have like all that great of an ally formation. I mean, if only I hadn't mistimed that one deny earlier, I might still win. It's just gonna be close. Gosh dang it, you had another deny. No! Come on! But actually get a hit in. Darn it, well, but yeah, New York Fries is a place around here. I don't know what the best, like, Canadian fries place is. Probably not New York Fries. I don't really go to fry places. But, yeah, that's the one that, oh my goodness, we might actually win this. Bam. So yeah, I just press a button sometimes is the gameplay of this pretty much. It's really hands off. But yeah, I thought it was like a weird thing like Cali Fries. Nah, it is a restaurant thing where, Bob, you can get fries there, all kinds of different things of fries like poutine and whatnot. I don't know what kind of food they serve apart from like really simple cheapo hot dogs, I guess they technically serve as well. But yeah, I mean, that's probably not the best place if you want high quality fries. Oh my goodness, well, there's a Fawful again. Next up is flying! Okay, so I'll rally again. Is what I'll do. My ground dudos in the front might get a little bit shreked, but we'll see. Nice, we got that special. I'm not gonna deny this. I need to preserve my captain points a little bit. But yeah, so your fries to that hall place, you have to go there. Yeah, just stop by the the hall thingamabob. That's what we can do. Destroy the fingerats of my good fury havings. Gosh dang it, how many captain points do you have? My reinforcements are you gonna summon? I am gonna freaking deny it after all. Destroy that cake. Have you summoned another one? Are you actually kidding me right now? That's actually not okay. No, Starlo! Oh my good gracious. This is actually so many levels of not okay right now. Like, what the heck? Please. Please. Okay. Oh my goodness. The enemies always have so much more captain points than I have, it feels like. That, or they just have the same capacity that I have, but they just get, like, it full after every single wave. Alternatively. Okay. Okay. Victory! Perfect! Alright, 2 waves left. 2 waves left here. Alright, so now it's ground at the end. So this wave will probably be not too bad, I would imagine. Let me spear it up. That is not good. That means they're gonna get a bunch of specials. I'll deny one. I don't know if I want to go to the effort of using more captain points right now, or if I want to save it for the final round. I don't know if I can get away with saving all my captain points. I'll use one more deny, just to be safe, I guess. I don't think I'll use any more past this point, because we're probably fine. Oh my goodness, that beam just took out several of my dudos. Not okay. Come on, please, get him, Paraplonk. Gosh darn it, Paraplonk. It's fine. It's 50 shades of not okay. Wow! Wow! Roy, our boy, might just get him, though. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, but it's fine. Oh my good gracious, this is sketchy. This is like the sketchiest game that you don't play ever. This is what this is right now, quite frankly. Alright, so now it's finally ground Fawful at the end. Now we'll settle the score with some ranged action. Oh, ranged. I guess we had ground at the beginning. Oh, and I guess those bots there with the freaking almost piranha plant looking things are ranged, not ground dudos. I'm glad Fawful's not denying this because Tim Morton's over here does some big damage, is the thing. What happening is this? Uh-oh. I'm sure it's fine. No! Gosh dang it, Tim Morton's got denied. Okay, that time I timed Prince Peasley. That time I did. The end is here and full of finishings! Uh-oh. I also become small and weak. Alright, that means I for sure gotta deny while we're, like this, right? It's extra important here now. Probably. It's a little bit sketchy, but I'm pretty sure, those two, Captain Goop and Tim Mortons, are probably gonna kill Fawful before my captain dies, right? Whoa. I can't read things right now because I do have to press A sometimes. There we go. Sounds like what old games did to... Fuck! Captain Goop got it, or not Captain Goop, Corporal Goop, I don't even know anymore. It sounds like what old games did to pump up difficulty where the CPU would either outright cheat or have some advantage skills over you guys just for the sake of making it hard and, you know, increasing the amount of time you have to spend in the game. Yeah, there are definitely some new ones that still do that kind of thing. Oh, I thought it'd be a cutscene, so I switched over to that layout. There, look at that. Does that mean that we win? Oh, recruited new allies, Bowser Jr., King Bowser's only son, rumored to be especially strong against Magic Koopas. Okay, recruit all types of flying troopers. Recruit that guy. Okay, raise the minions level to 40. Neat. How do we get to Lord Bowser? Okay, maybe that wasn't actually the final boss then. You'll find that fiend this way. That way? Are you sure? Wait, who are you? Everyone, hop on. Hop on what? Hop on me! So I guess this is after we beat the final boss and the castle starts crumbling down. Where am I? Where's Peach? Wasn't I going to kidnap her? Lord Bowser! Quiet, fools! Wait, is this my castle? I'm so confused right now. It is, my lord. We want it back for you. Our real Lord Bowser is back. I'm so happy. What's your problem? You make me sick. Not to interrupt this touching moment, but why is everything shaking? Hurry, Lord Bowser. Let's go home where we belong. Well. Michael Bay. Oh, so they changed this ending screen from being just Bowser to being Bowser and the four captains. Okay. This is... Goomba Squad, is everyone okay? Where's Lord Bowser? Huh? The sky. Yeah, that bit there. Yeah, I saw multiple times considering I, had to beat the final boss 5 times. I've seen this happen many times now. What? Our next rival is a plane, but we don't have the Koopa Cruiser anymore. What should we do, Cap? What should we do? Isn't it obvious? No, please no. We're going after it! He's insane! Turns out he's actually insane! So, is that just how it ends? That's just how it ends. Maybe we actually get to see it play out this time. I might just crash at that same moment. Because I think this is just going to play out the same credits, like the same way as before. So if it crashes at that one moment again, like, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. But yeah, I feel when your idol says you make him sick, yeah, it's kind of what happened there. Reminds you of the one guy who was talking to Kojima about Metal Gear stuff, and Kojima just pointed at him and said otaku and then said nothing else. What? Yeah, what now? Oh, look, it's slightly different. There's some stuff on the bottom screen with Bowser's minions there. Anyway, my review of Bowser's minions, I guess. Like, it's cool that when they remade Superstar Saga, there was, like, a whole different, like, side adventure and companion story. The gameplay of it, though, is... You know what? I do kind of like the idea and the premise of, like, make a formation to, like, strategically take on this specific opponent formation and whatnot. But, you know, it's... You don't really play the game anything past that, you know? Like... I mean, thinking about games that are just like, oh, for every single battle, you should, like, redesign your formation to, like, account for that. Another example of that is Bravely Default 2, and I hated how Bravely Default 2 did that. It's gonna crash again. Yep, there it goes. It's gone. I hated how Bravely Default 2 did that, because you had to, like, rearrange your 4 party members, like, job classes and equipment and all that stuff, and it's super annoying, but in this, you just, like, rearrange the characters that you're bringing along super easy. So, it's not too big of a deal there, but, like, there's not really a whole lot of depth to it, It automatically makes the formation for you based off of, like, ground guys in the front, flying guys in the middle, and ranged guys in the back. Like, you can't decide the order there. I think that's something that they changed for Bowser Jr.'s Journey, the companion story for the Bowser Inside Story remake later down the line. But, it's like a weird idle game. It seems like the kind of thing that you would get as, like, a freaking freemium app, like, super basic thing that... I don't know. And, yeah, it just looks like a mobile idle game, is what it kinda looks like. Like, use the, like, imagine if this was on a phone. Use, like, the touchscreen to make your formation, and then start the battle and see what happens, and occasionally use, like, a special or one of your thingamabobs. So, like, you press A sometimes, or press things on the D-pad sometimes, I guess. I don't know, it's not really a whole lot of fun. It's kind of boring, quite frankly. I do believe that they made the side game mode a bit better in Bowser Jr.'s Journey, but in this it was like, you know, like, I am glad that there is a companion story and game mode and a different type of gameplay to the Superstar Saga remake, but it's just kinda, I don't know, a little bit of a lull, I feel like. I had a lot more fun with Bowser Jr.'s Journey, since it had a bit more depth, if I recall. I mean, it's been a few years since I did Bowser's Inside Story there, but if I recall, that one had a bit more depth to make it a little bit more enjoyable, but was still, like, super duper basic and whatnot, and still the same general premise. I enjoyed the story a lot more in Bowser Jr.'s Journey than in this. This one was just like, here's some fun references to the story of Superstar Saga, you know? Exactly 20,000 mobile games like that, yeah. Yeah, so, you know, I do get how, you know, the main Mario and Luigi games already have, like, combat that's way more active than a lot of turn-based RPGs, since a lot of turn-based RPGs are just like, the enemy does their action, you do your action, and back and forth, whereas the Mario and Luigi games have you actually directly take part in combat by, like, timing your button presses to get, like, big damage in your moves, and timing your button presses to, like, avoid or counter enemy moves, stuff like that. So I guess maybe they just wanted, like, the contrast, like, oh, here's a main game with, like, super active gameplay, so, and here's a side game mode with, like, super not at all active gameplay. I do kind of like that idea, but I feel like they could have done it a lot better with something else. Like, what if what if Bowser's Minions was like a freaking old school Final Fantasy style turn-based strategy game or something like that? The thing that the Mario and Luigi games broke the convention of for the main game there, where, you know, you're actually timing your button presses to do big damage and avoid attacks. What if, you know, Bowser Minions just straight up was like a classic style turn-based RPG or something like that, to be like a bit of a contrast to the Mario and Luigi story that way, rather than a contrast to the Mario and Luigi story by being like, here's a game that you don't really play, you know? But yeah, except here you don't have to pay extra money for it to exist. I mean, if you own a Superstar Saga from 2003 already, I guess you'd have to pay extra money in that case by playing this instead of the original. Like, again, it's nice that there is additional content. There's so many games out there that'll just pump out, like, a really easy, like, remake or remaster or whatever the heck, just charge full price for it with no additional content. But then there's games that do include additional content over their originals. Like Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, for example, is a good example of that. Or the Superstar Saga or Bowser's Inside Story remakes. So I do like how there is, you know, more stuff there that, BDSP, yeah, my goodness gracious. But, I don't know, it's just not very fun. Something in my throat, my apologies. Yeah, I had something in my throat while I was typing. Anyway, it's nice that there's something there, so I can't really complain all that much about, you know, something that's just included there and whatnot, but it's just not very fun. When I think of, like, really awesome additional content to a game that wasn't there before, I think of Xenoblade Definitive. I think of the future connected epilogue there. I think of the new challenge mode and whatnot, where they weren't perfect, but they were fun, and they were a cool additional thing to have to Xenoblade Chronicles there, you know? It definitely helped it feel like a lot more complete experience. I did feel like the challenge mode in that was very lacking, considering it only had 10 missions, and that was it, so that was, you know, very lacking. But hey, it's something that wasn't already in the original Xenoblade Chronicles, and I would have easily paid, like, full price for, you know, Xenoblade Chronicles on the Switch without there being any additional content. So, like, hey, I'll take additional stuff, thank you. So yeah, can't complain too much about this. It's new stuff that wasn't there before, when so many games would just, you know, port something over. Easy peasy, no problemo, without including anything new. But the new stuff in this, it's just, The story was kind of cute. I did like, you know, the story of, like, the hero Goomba and whatnot rising to the role, despite, you know, the obstacles in his way. I liked having more opportunities for Fawful speak and whatnot. I liked him, like, subverting the Koopaling's expectations and whatnot. So there were cute things in the story. The music got pretty repetitive. It's really, really disappointing how there was no unique final boss theme. When there was a unique battle theme for this mode and a unique boss theme for this mode, there just wasn't a unique final boss theme. It was just the Cackletta boss theme for facing Fawful. So it's like, what the heck? So that was a musical disappointment right there. For reference, let's see here. Bowser Jr.'s Journey final boss theme. The equivalent of this for the Bowser's Inside Story remake, Bowser Jr.'s Journey, it got a unique final boss theme, and it's freaking spectacular. Let's play it. This is the final boss theme for Bowser Jr.'s Journey, which was the companion story for Bowser's Inside Story, which is based off of, like, this game mode here. Where it's, like, you know, super heavy, crazy like this. It doesn't have that good of a name. It's called Charge and Clash. Sounds like there could have been, like, a much more epic sounding final boss name or something like that, but yeah, this is the final boss theme from Bowser Jr.'s Journey, and it gets really, really crazy. Especially as it goes on, which is why I'm gonna let it keep on playing out and whatnot. What if you have Bowser's Minions like Metal Gear Rising Revenge, where there is some speech and then you get a banger of a song full of quick time events or quick sequences, button mashing? It'd be different than the normal story by having extremely more player interaction. I would say maybe just like a different kind of player interaction that would be. But I feel like that would be like a much better change of pace than a game that you just don't really play, you know? Where you just, you know, press some buttons sometimes. Listen to this. So good. And this is the final boss theme that ever came out from AlphaDream, considering shortly after they went out of business, so there's probably never gonna be another Mario and Luigi game. So, in terms of the Mario and Luigi series, you could say that this is the final boss theme, essentially, in terms of the final game that came out. If you're talking about, like, timeline of the Mario and Luigi games, then I guess it would be the final boss theme of Paper Jam, the 5th Mario and Luigi game. But this 2019 remake of Bowser's Inside Story, this was the final boss theme of the side story of Bowser Jr.'s Journey, and it's so good. I love this final boss theme. Like, a side game mode where you have, you know, little to no gameplay has no right to have a final boss theme this incredible, you know? So, I was kind of honestly hoping that Bowser's Minions would have an absolutely incredible final boss theme as well, but then it just didn't. It just used the Kakaletta final boss theme, and you don't even face Kakaletta, you face Fawful, that's like, why? So, so the regular boss theme was a little bit of a slapper. I could get a decent bit behind that. Maybe not as much as in Bowser Jr.'s Journey. If I recall, it's been a little while. But, you know, it basically had like the 2 themes, and that was it. It felt like the battle theme and the boss theme. That's all that it really felt like it brought to the table. Were there new like menu themes in that for like the overworld areas or cutscenes? I don't know. I think I might just rehash Superstar Saga music. So musically, it didn't really bring a whole lot new to the table. Gameplay wise, well, you saw what it brought gameplay wise. But the story was kind of cute. So, you know, it's not like it was all bad, but below average for sure. It wasn't the best there. Anyway, if Bowser Minions was like a Final Fantasy game, we have the final boss give a 5-page speech on nihilism? I don't even know what nihilism is, I'm sorry to say. What the hell is this BDSP everyone's talking about? Diamond and Pearl didn't have remakes, yeah, I know, right? What's going on with talking about BDSP? What the heck is that? Who knows? We will never know the answer to these questions. Anyway, yeah, we're done with Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. The next, I'm gonna turn it down a bit now, is what I'm gonna do. The next Mario RPG game we play on this channel is gonna be Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, which I hope to do sometime later this year. The game schedule is pretty crazy right now, so probably won't be able to start it anytime soon. But I am looking forward to starting Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door sometime later this year, and then we'll probably do the next Mario and Luigi game sometime next year with Partners in Time, most likely. And then that same year we'll probably do Super Paper Mario, and we're gonna do this alternating thing with Bob. I'll figure it out. It'll be something like that. GG don't read. Yeah, you missed the final boss there, Guzma. Wikipedia, Nihilism is a philosophy or family of views within philosophy that rejects generally accepted or fundamental aspects of human existence, such as objective truth, knowledge, morality, values, or meaning. I've never completed a Final Fantasy game before, but that probably sounds about right for Final Fantasy, honestly. Also, I've been seeing the trailers coming out for the new Final Fantasy VII games, and it really seems like Final Fantasy VII has just become its own whole franchise, like within Final Fantasy, so that's certainly something. Nihilism. Okay, nihilism in that case is what it is. Alright, well, we're done with this series, so it's time to play some other video games. In terms of the schedule, we have some options. We do have some options for what to switch to here. Like, if I pull this up here. This can be taken off the schedule now. It's done. As I'm thinking about switching to a different game here. There's always AC Syndicate, Ocarina of Time. We can only do that when we have like a full group or Splatoon 2. So it's basically these 3 things. I should probably do Splatoon 2 because I'm like really behind on that. Is what I should probably do. Might not be a half bad idea. We'll figure it out here. I could always stream some more grinding stuff in like Minecraft, but Minecraft is technically an option if I wanted to build like a tunnel to that underground world or something like that. Everyone's saying Minecraft? Really? Minecraft is the thing where Bob? Because that's not a thing that I need to be making you know, progress in. Well, I could just do I could record the time-lapse thing where Bob for the next project. I was planning on the next project being a tree farm. I could technically do that. I was actually thinking about recording Minecraft tonight, but I usually just record them right for YouTube, but I can technically record the time lapses on Twitch anyway. Let's see here. Anyway, anybody that tuned into the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions series here that's watching this on YouTube after the fact, thank you so much for tuning into this series. I think that this series brought in a decent few newcomers as well, because the Superstar Saga aspect at least started getting recommended to people, interestingly enough, which is something that I have not seen happen for playthrough stuff on YouTube for my channel for a very, very long time. So if there's anybody that discovered the channel through this series, hope y'all enjoyed, and thank y'all who, you know, stuck by the live streams here and whatnot and are tuning in and all that stuff. Thank all the nerds. But for now, we're going to switch things up and figure out what the heck we're doing from here. This is with a plan.